What's happening, Hoodlum Gang? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old end. And before we get started, I want you to hit that like, I want you to hit that subscribe, and I want you to put yourself on to the Hoodlum Gang so you can get this content. I also want to thank everybody that been joining the Hoodlum Gang recently. I appreciate y'all, and sky's the limit, man. You know, there have been a few departures based on some of my ideologies. Some people have left. That's cool, no problem, man. Dude told me the other day he tried to give the channel a chance and he couldn't. Salute, but he came across respectful, so we had a normal conversation. You know, people always think I'm quick to fire back, but you entitled to your opinion just like me, homie. And as a grown man, we can have a grown conversation, and if you ain't rocking with it, that's cool, bro. If you are, even better. The people who come across aggressive and talking like this with fake profiles and all that, I just don't respect that, homie. And I know I shouldn't address them. A lot of people say that, but you know, I got a lot of growing to do still, homie. I'm not perfect, I'm human. So when people get to talking sideways like that, I instantly want to see what's happening, even though I can't even see who these people are. But anyways, as you could tell by the title, man, we gonna get into it. American Cholo, the video that No Jumper put out, and it got him looking crazy. That's just the complete truth. I think No Jumper, being the platform that they are, as big as they are with the resources, they should have did a little more research. Whether, you know, somebody else made the call because Tiger took that video down. We know how the industry play. We know you messing with their money. And when you are at the forefront of a movement that affects their pockets, that's definitely going to be a problem. And we see it. We see it. Now, I don't agree with everything that Gil says or does. I just don't. But it's a lot of stuff I do agree with. Just common sense wise, unbiased wise. I feel like a lot of people already didn't like how he was pressing, and they couldn't wait to jump out there. What I will tell you is some of y'all should have did a little more research. He's literally on his channel showing you the full video. No Jumper didn't show you the full video. They just showed you a chopped up, edited version of some stuff that makes him look crazy. Now, us being content creators, you know they can do that with any video. It's certain stuff that I've seen people say in the comments that I wasn't aware of. And I'll get to that in a second. I think the first person I seen respond to this was a Cartoon from Avalon, OG Cartoon. Shout out to you, homie. I do believe that you probably should have did a little more research before you responded, because off top, I recognize there was some stuff that wasn't said. You said he was calling us the N-word with the ER, which he wasn't. You said he called us ghetto coons, which he wasn't. This is a back and forth between him and Tariq Nasheed. And I don't know if it was Tariq Nasheed who called him a Mexicoon or if someone else did. But he was referring to him as a ghetto coon, not us. So I don't know where you got that from, homie. I don't know if somebody told you that. That's not what he said. And if he did, send it to me. Please send it to me. Not only will I correct myself, but I'll address him if that's what he said towards our community. But I haven't seen that. I guess Tariq Nasheed, who, by the way, I'm not really too familiar with, he said that he has a white woman and biracial kids, but he's preaching this white people was the devil, black power stuff. He lives in an area called Schaffner or Shafter, which is a suburban area in the valley somewhere close by Gill. So he's aware of the area. So he was basically saying, you preaching all that stuff, but you're disconnected from your community, which living over there doesn't necessarily mean that. But when you do add the white wife and the white or half white kids, it does, you know, us as blacks, we will look at a nigga like that and be like, oh yeah, he cooning over there. It's just how it is. Now, some people said his wife is black. She's just biracial. She's mixed. If that's the truth, then Gil is wrong. He's absolutely wrong if that's the truth. But based on his observation, he sees Tariq Nasheed with a white woman preaching this super black power stuff, and that's what he was referring to. He never called us as a race that. He's actually put up several videos and went live explaining this if people care to do their homework. I was on one of the lives. Alex Alonso was on the same one later on in that live. If y'all care to do y'all research, go do it. You know, don't just react and be like, oh, he said this and he racist and I knew it. You know what I mean? That's the thing about this internet, man. No matter what we say, it's gonna get chopped up, and people could put out a clip of you saying something and change the whole narrative, homie. And once it catches fire, it's gonna be hard to stop. That's why, Gil, if you seeing this, I know the story that you was telling. I remember you telling that story. I've been following you for a while. When you were saying how prison changes people, it changed your homie, and y'all used to kick it, and wherever y'all was at, blacks, browns, everybody kicked it. Your homie go to jail for a couple years, and he get out, and then you tell him, hey, let's go to the homie house, the black homie house, and he said, fuck that N-word with the hard ER. That's the clip that they took. That's not what he was saying about Tariq Nasheed. But that's why you shouldn't have never said it, homie. Be completely honest. You shouldn't have said it. Even though you're only reiterating what somebody else said. See, when I tell stories, homie, let's take black and brown out of this. Let's take black and white. Let's take race out of this. When I tell a story, I don't say derogatory words, homie. You can't find nowhere where I'm telling a story about some gangbanging and we ran into some dumb moves and I used the derogatory word for them. I'll be like, you know what I mean? He said the derogatory word. I never say it because some of them niggas, not even some, a lot of them niggas follow me, homie. And even though I'm just telling a story, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the people following me. I don't say that word on this platform, homie. Now, if I get into it with a nigga in the street and he trying to press me on some tough shit, we banging, whatever, that's a whole different story. And I'm quite sure it is with them niggas too. But just on my channel, I don't use that word because somebody could chop up clips like that and send it to the Bloods and be like, oh, y'all fuck with him, y'all follow his channel, look what he be saying about y'all. That's no different than what just happened to Gil. He was telling a story and it got chopped up and edited and everybody ran with it. You will be amazed at how many people had sent me this story in my DMs like, what's up with your boy? But a lot of them didn't do their homework. They seen it on No Jumper. They sent it to me. I explained to them how it's chopped and edited. And a lot of them was like, oh, okay, yeah. All right, I see what you're saying, homie. But it does look crazy. That's what happens when you mess with them people's money, man. That was a paid hit, man. You know, ain't nobody perfect, homie. If he said some out of line stuff, oh, I do gotta say this, homie. With him saying that blacks ran to the Latin countries during slavery, shit, blacks ran everywhere from the South. They ran up north. They ran west. They ran everywhere. And if it wasn't slavery in those countries at that time, first of all, it was already blacks over there. Let's get that straight. It was already blacks over there, homie. The slave trade took slaves everywhere. But yes, I could see people going there to get away from slavery. But, you know, people gonna take it like you saying it like we ran to y'all for help. Like we, you know what I mean? Like y'all our protectors. Like it came across wrong. And if you didn't mean that, Gil, you gotta say that. Just like Tiger had to say what he didn't mean, and you just said on your live that you don't mind apologizing. All you got to do, if you didn't mean that, is set the record straight, homie, and move forward. Because that do sound a little, you know, that it's already being a picture painted in a narrative about you, homie. Like I said, I was just on this live the other day. We had a cool conversation on my 30-minute break. Is Gil racist? Of course not. He wouldn't invite me into his home, wouldn't invite people into his home. You could sit up there and say, oh, he only did that because it is because, hey, listen, homie. Go find a skinhead. I don't care how respectful and cool some of them is in prison because they got to live with you. Go find a skinhead with Hitler and white power and Nazis tatted on them and see if y'all going to exchange numbers and y'all going to hang on the streets and he going to invite you to his house and have his wife cook food for you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. They being cordial with you because that's how it is. I'm just saying, I don't see a racist person doing that. Now, if you want to say some of the things that he's saying is insensitive and ignorant, just like we said about Tiger, then you can say that. But racist, y'all reaching. The whole reparation thing, like I said, I was on the live the other day. He said he don't believe the reparations thing. He said the same thing to Alex. Alex said he sound like Vlad. I disagree with him too. He said he didn't want, or not he didn't want, but the reason why he think they shouldn't give us reparations in California because there was no slavery here. And what I told him verbatim was our grandparents and great-grandparents migrated from the South in the 50s and 60s over here. So they came from a place where slavery was at, so we are still descendants of that. Ain't none of us that's alive was around when slavery was around, but we still descendants of that. No matter if you in California, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, it don't matter. So, yeah, they owe us reparations. Everybody else got paid. Now, he did say something about a form of education, and like we said, hey, man, we shouldn't have to go to school for some shit that you owe us, especially older people. You gonna tell a 60-year-old they need to go to school to get paid? No, nigga, if you owe it. They didn't tell the Jewish people that they had to go to school. They didn't tell the Japanese people that they had to go to school. They didn't tell the natives. They didn't tell nobody that. So why the fuck do we gotta go to school to get what you owe us? Now that, I agree, is bullshit. I already told him on live, hey, bro, they owe us that. He said, well, should we get reparations for them still in California and Arizona, New Mexico? And I agree, yes. Y'all should probably fight for that too. They did get over on y'all. Y'all deserve reparations too, but at the same time, don't shit on us because that's what we aiming for. Just how you had a voice about Tiger in that video and taking the video down, you should have that same voice about y'all getting reparations for them stealing this land from y'all. But we definitely, they owe us. And it don't have to come in the form of education. Fuck that. We need some land, homie. We can't go back to Africa and get no land. That's a done deal. You got to give us land over here. And you got to pay us what you owe us, homie. And that's just facts. But I'm saying all that to say, homie, the dirty politicking is real on YouTube. Not just with that situation, with anything. This could be any one of us. This could be me next. It could be shit. Lord knows I got enough haters to where they probably creating a whole smut campaign on me right now. You never know. But all I know is do your research. And like I said, if I miss something, send it to me. Hoodie from the Hood on Instagram. If I miss something about this, homie, send it to me. I'll correct myself. But as it stands right now, that video is edited, chopped up. It's a smut campaign, and y'all just running with it, homie. Just like Kendrick said, when shit hits the fan, is you still a fan? You got to give a nigga the benefit of the doubt before you just automatically say, oh yeah, that's right. Like I said, the people who had a problem with it probably already had a problem with it and they just didn't say nothing, and they found something to where they feel like, okay, this is for show. You know what I mean? But it's definitely out of context. You can go on this channel right now and he's showing you the video and explaining to you the full thing and not just that little chopped up bit that y'all saw. So if you care about the truth, go on this channel and go see it. Go see it. It's just that simple. But yeah, man, it's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old end, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Real comments only, man. All that other bullshit is just faceless names, nameless faces, just talking out the side of their neck, homie. Straight up, man. I'm out.